So when I woke up today, as soon as I woke up, I realized I was not going to work. It was going to be too nice of a day. So I took a personal day, and here I am now. You can see you can't see, sorry. I'm in Center City now at the Independence Hall, Center City. I'm walking down to South Street. I'm going to show you guys South Street and Spruce Street Harbor today. It's a beautiful day. All right, let's go. Here we are in the front of Independence Hall. We got the roller rink set up over there. Now this is the center courtyard at Independence Hall. In these tunnels, there's normally someone playing instruments. The way the acoustics are in there, it sounds good. But I don't hear them or see them today. Continue straight, that's down Market Street. That's where the fashion district is, and then into Old City, where the historical cool stuff is. That's all about 10 blocks, no, about 12 blocks ahead, straight ahead, and then to the right a little bit. I think I'm going to walk down to like 13th Street and then go up down through the neighborhood, show you guys that section. It's such a cool little part of Philly. Now if you were to go to the left here, that's where the convention center is, and then Chinatown. I'm heading down to 12th Street, and then I'm going to make a right. And a couple blocks in, we'll get to the neighborhood section. There's so many nice little restaurants and bars down there. There's the, where is it at? The original Hard Rock Cafe is, the Philly is catty corner to this. That's where we're at. That big brown building. I don't know why it's not letting me zoom. Sorry, it's a little sunny out. I don't have an ND filter for this thing yet. Across the street to get in the shade a little better so you guys can see. And of course the sidewalk's blocked where I gotta go. No, I don't want to do that. Trying to learn this tiny little camera. Now coming up here, if I were to go left for a couple blocks, I would hit Jefferson Hospital, where Jess was. Cool little mural up there. One of these weekends I'm gonna make a video of the Italian market in South Philly, and then I'm gonna go back to that Asian market and do a real walk around of it. And I can go to what's it called? FDR skate park then too. This would have been a little bit more crowded, more people on the weekend, but such a beautiful day today. Wanted to get outside, go for a walk. Anyway, I had a head injury in 2009 out, and for some reason I'm sure the drugs didn't help either, but after the head injury, for some reason my memory just is horrible. That's why a lot of times, I know I've said it before, but a lot of times I'll be talking or mid-thought and my mind will just go blank, and it's frustrating, especially doing it in front of people on YouTube. It's frustrating because I'll be in a mid-sentence and I just, not for all the money in the world, will I remember what I was talking about. Alright, the next one is South Street. This is Lombard here. Like, even when I was interviewing Joy the one time and she forgot what she was talking about and she asked me, I was just, it's just weird. Like, I'm able to talk, have conversations with people and all that. It doesn't really affect me too bad. But it does get frustrating. I think I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to do Kensington for a while, see what I can get done there, and then I'm going to head to Camden, Broadway, see what's up with that. I just ordered my drone finally. I've been talking about getting a drone forever. Finally pulled the trigger. But I'll be able to make really cool videos with that, and it'll be a good thing. Alright, this is South Street here. I'm gonna get over in the shade this side. Now, for people that don't know, hold on. For people that don't realize or don't know the history of South Street, it's a real iconic street. A lot of young people go here. I used to go here all the time when I was younger. It could get pretty hectic down here, but it's in nice weather. It's a cool place where everyone will come and walk around during the summertime. I remember the first. Oh, I'm sorry. I remember. So we used to come down. Let me start over. I used to come down here all the time with my friends. Back when even pot was really, illegal. We used to come down here and get. What am I talking about? We used to get nitrous oxide cartridges down here, stuff like that. I'll never forget the Mardi Gras riots down here. That was in maybe 2004, I want to say, but you guys can Google it and look it up. There was huge riots down here. It was one of the scariest things I've ever been a part of. They have a bar here. It's called Fat Tuesdays, and across the street there was a TGI Fridays, maybe a block down, and there's all these bars, and it was just like the perfect night of just rowdiness, where and I was standing right next to the initial fight that started the whole thing off. It was actually one of my idiot friends. I was all drunk. He got in a fight with someone, and it just went off from there. Hold on, I'm going to turn this. I want to show you guys this Magic Gardens thing. This is a big, iconic place in Philly. We're on South Street. There's a lot of, you'll see YouTube videos and Instagram pictures here. It's closed now. That's the Magic Gardens. Well, anyway, we were down. I'll show you the spot when I get down there where it all started. Well, we were down there, and like I said, it was a kid I know. It's actually my best friend who passed away, Eric. It was his brother. started a fight. Well, not started a fight. It was just drama there, and someone swung on him, and it just went. I mean, it was madness down here. I'm gonna look for the news coverage of it, put it in the video if I can find it, or you can just YouTube it. But it was absolutely wild. They were going in jewelry stores, you name it. They were looting them then, and it was. For a while, I was worried. My girlfriend at the time was down here with her two friends. They were going to University of Delaware at the time. She was playing lacrosse there, and so they came up. They wanted to do the Mardi Gras, and I mean, it was wild. It was honestly, probably the scariest time I had in Philadelphia. That, or when I got caught in Operation Sunrise in North Philly when they were doing those huge drug busts. Those two things probably my scariest times in Philly. Or when I got hit with the baseball. But you know what? There's a lot of scary times in Philly. But this one was crazy because it was there was just nothing you could do. It was pandemonium. I'm definitely gonna find the news stories about it so you guys can see it. But I'm gonna turn this around now so you can stop looking at my stupid face and you guys can see South Street. Sorry, my nose is all runny today.
Howdy, how many times today?
I'm making a YouTube video, I'm sorry. Down here is coming up, about 4 or 5 more blocks is where Jim's Steaks is. That's a real famous cheesesteak place in Philly. It actually burned down a couple months ago, and they are rebuilding it now. So go check that out. And I'll show you the real place to get a cheesesteak on South Street. But most locals are going to know the spot I show you. Now, don't get me wrong, Jim's is a good steak. It's small in there normally. It's just really crowded, and there's usually a long line. So there's a place, across the street, maybe a block down, that is just as, what am I talking about? It's better, way better. And that's where the locals tend to go. But it's even starting to get a little bit, recognized now. It's called Ishkabibbles. I'm sure people have heard of it. They make us chicken cheesesteak. And it's with chopped up breast meat. I don't know what they marinate it with, but man, is it good. They got really good French fries at Ishkabibbles too. But that's if you look on the best cheesesteaks around, one that's always at the top is D'Alessandro's in Roxborough. That's my old neighborhood. But, a lot of people say that's the best cheesesteak in Philly. But that's not even the best cheesesteak in the neighborhood. Across the street, Chubby's, I think that's better. Or just as good, if not better. But Barry's off of Leverton Ave, to me, is the best cheesesteak in the city. I might be partial because that was my local one, but, people will tell you how good it is. The way they make their their fried onions, they're caramelized a little bit more than the other places. It's just, they use the real fresh Amoroso rolls, and man, it's a treat having one of them. I'll probably go there. There's a place called Laurel Hill Cemetery. It's really an old, iconic cemetery in Philly. So I'll probably make a video there next weekend. But South Street was always for cool stuff like smoke shops, and this is where, if you wanted to go back in the day, if you wanted to get some nitrous oxide, rolling papers, and a butt plug before all that stuff became mainstream. Back in my day. Now we used to have to come to these shops, and now you can order a 4-inch butt plug on Amazon. That place right there, Federal Donuts. They have some of the best fried chicken in the city. Their chicken tenders. I'm sorry, not chicken tenders. What am I talking about? Their chicken sandwich is one of the best chicken sandwiches I've ever had. So we're coming up now where Ishka Bibbles is. That's like a pretty famous place in Philly. The Pink Pussycat. It's a lingerie shop. That's been around forever. But right there, that's Ishka Bibbles. And without a doubt, that's the best cheesesteak down here. Then you got the awesome gyro place right there, the white and blue. That's been around forever too. And there's the guys that get your car towed for me right here. They're the worst. Not her, but normally they are. Now, I don't want to mess this up, but is this where Jim's was? Hold on, let me find out. I can't tell. You know what? I think it might be one block down where Jim's is. Or it actually might be there, man. Yo, excuse me. Is this where Jim's was? Is this where Jim's Steaks was, or is that one block down that way?
No, Jim's Steaks is, I think,
a fourth?
That way.
One more?
Yep,
Alright, thanks. It's still burnt down though, right? It's still not open and shit, you know?
Nah, I thought they were open.
Oh, they are? Okay. I haven't been down here in a while. Appreciate it. Now, alright, I'm gonna walk across the street real quick. Now this spot right here, this is the reason for the riots the riots on Mardi Gras, South Street, right here. That's where it all jumped off. Well, I'm sorry, no. That's why everyone came to South Street on Mardi Gras. You know, you'd always see some titties down here. And just get drunk. I tend to, you know what, I'm going to go back over in the shade. I tend to, oh wait, no I'm not, because the stupid thing's blocked right there. I tend to avoid South Street at night now. You guys have heard me say in countless times in videos that the only thing that really scares me is large groups of kids. So, right here, that's Cheesesteaks. And then this is the Copa. Let me get ahead of these people right here. This is the TLA right here. I'm sorry, I should have showed you as we're walking by quick. But that's a really cool live music venue. I saw Wu-Tang Clan there, I think, back in the day. I think that's where I saw him. I was only like 17 or something like that when that happened. I used to go to a lot of like underground hardcore band concerts there with a friend of mine, Amy, who she passed away. She passed away a couple years ago. She was actually kind of famous. So here is where, is this it? Hold on. So this is where this used to be, oh wait. Man, I'm so stupid sometimes. I can't remember. I believe, no, one more. I'll show you. You'll see why. That was another bar that was real crowded during Mardi Gras. But down here, I believe, is where the TGI Fridays was. Now, it might have been that building I just showed you there on 3rd and South, but I believe it was 2nd and South. And this is where we were for most of the night on Mardi Gras. And then we were up at the other end, well, at 5th, I think it was at 5th and South. Right where Ishka Bibbles is at, actually, but that wasn't there yet. That's where my buddy Mike got punched and started the entire riot. I mean, you could tell stuff was going to be happening there anyway.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm really a centrist.
This place is supposed to be awesome. Nona Italian restaurant. There's I should have showed you guys, man, at 4th and South back that way, there's an awesome, yeah, so this is it. I'll cross the street so you can see it a little better. But I'm pretty sure this is where the TGI Fridays used to be. One of these two, either 2nd or 3rd. But it is so, there's Patty Wax, cross corner, you hear about that a lot. And then coming to the end of South Street now. And this is Penn's Landing we're getting to. South Street Diner right there. Oh, hold on. Trucks in the way. Yeah, right. You can see the sign. South Street Diner. You know, I used to spend a lot of time in there. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go into like this Penn's Landing area. I'll walk over the little bridge area, and then I'll have to walk up and make a left and go up that way to Spruce Street Harbor. And then I might make this a really long video and walk back up through Old City. Bore you guys a lot with some history. There's South Street. So right here, oh, you can't see it. Well, right here where this sign is where the Mason-Dixon line survey started. So basically, that's the line. Normal human being, racist slaveholder. No, but seriously, that's how they, you know, it's right here. Mason-Dixon survey. Right there, that line right there. And then going south is, you know, crossing over 95 now. Some of the worst traffic ever. That's why I always laugh when someone says that the government is involved with like a massive conspiracy like 9/11 or anything like that. Because if you look around, it takes the government about 8 years to pave a road. They're all idiots. They're all dumb idiots. They can't do it, conspiracies like that. Not that they're dumb idiots, they're just idiots in you know, when you get them in big groups, then they become idiots. Now this area is considered Penn's Landing, or you know, back there is. But this is, you'll see where I'm coming up to it. There's an old sailboat that they turned into a big restaurant. I don't know, I can't figure the zoom thing out. I mean, I could do it this way, but that's just weird. Oh well. Moshulu, that's the name of it again. Couldn't remember the name of the restaurant. We'll walk by it. exit Moshulu. I can't say I've ever eaten there. It's been around forever, so I guess the food must be good, or it could be just one of those, you know, tourist traps where it's just expensive food. I don't know though, so I don't want to say anything bad. There are you know, some restaurants like that in Philadelphia where, for example, there's a firehouse, Jack's Firehouse, at my brother's neighborhood. It's been around forever. It's right next to it's right across the street from Eastern State Penitentiary. But, you know, my dad said the burgers there were awesome. So we went there, and my brother, it was horrible. And then we tried it again, and it was horrible again. So we just haven't gone there. But that's like one of those touristy like places. Got a submarine and an old, some type of ship. That's what my dad did in the Navy. He was a master helmsman on a nuclear submarine. Now we're getting to Spruce Street Park, I believe. It's really beautiful down here, though. Beautiful down here. How you doing? So we got, you know, got the arcade for the kids here. Now you can imagine in the summertime with all these little shops here open, how crowded it'll get down here. You know, look over here. You can get your A burritos there. About the last, I'd say, 10 years is when you really start to get awesome Mexican food in Philly. When I do the video at what am I talking about? Oh, the Italian market. I do a walkthrough there, you'll see. There's a place called Barbacoa, South Philly Barbacoa. I've talked about it before, but it is one of the best Mexican restaurants to eat. They make lamb barbacoa tacos, and they're amazing. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I'll go show you. We have a big statue here. One of the worst human beings that's ever walked this earth. I mean, this was a horrible, horrible man. Yep, there we go. This is the Christopher Columbus statue. I mean, he was literally one of the worst human beings to ever walk this earth. There's a story Neil deGrasse Tyson told about Columbus, and he was, when he was in Hispaniola, he knew that there was a full moon coming, or not a full moon, one of those things when the sun goes behind. Well, he knew one was coming, but he also knew that the Taino people, the natives there, had no idea about it. And so he said, you know, something like, my God will be very angry and hide your son if you don't give me all your food. Because he was trying to take a trip back to Europe for more supplies or whatever the case may be. So he needed more supplies. And then, you know, 8 days later, when it happened, the natives were rightly freaked out. So they kind of looked at Columbus then as like a god figure almost, that he knew that the sun was going to be blocked out, and then they gave him all the stuff he needed because they were scared. I don't know. Sorry about the wind. I'm not sure if it's even bad. I don't even know how this camera is with wind. I'm gonna go over there and show you guys. Then we'll start walking back. Across the street here is the the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. We got the original brick-lined street, so you know we're close to Old City now. Here it is. And I believe here's the names of all the people from Philadelphia area. Crazy when, you know, this is the side effects of war, and you know, all these names you see here, they're all 20-year-old kids, 22-year-old kids. I am about as anti-war as you can get, so I hate seeing this. always upsets me. A bunch of kids die. And this is just an extension of what's happening in Ukraine. It's just an extension of this war here. It's all connected. Oops. Oh, my bad. It's all connected. It's all the Cold War. Russia. War we started the day World War II ended. The day that psychopath shot himself in the bunker. The Cold War officially began. I love walking down here though with the brick lined streets.